on CRN. Don't miss it.
Live across America, the PM Show with Mike Horn on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Welcome to the PM Show, Monday edition. I am Michael Horn on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Glad to have you all with us here nationwide and coast to coast right here. And more important than to just get the show underway, what is Larry Elder still doing here? I mean, is that guy living here now? I mean, he's what a great radio host, TV personality. He's an author. There's so many great things, and I just all of a sudden thought he was going to have to sit in for me in a second, and Larry Elder's still here. Great addition here to the CRN staff. Does a great show. You hear him throughout the day, everybody. Live at 12 noon Pacific time on CRN1, replayed at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and again at 5 p.m. on CRN4, and then coming back at you at 9 p.m. on CRN1, 9 p.m. in the evening, and of course locally in Southern California on KRLA 870 AM The Answer. So, but did you watch the Emmy Awards last night? It was just a boring show. I'm not a big award show fan at all, and I guess the guy that hosted it was okay, but there's just attempts at humor that sort of missed the mark, and there's a lot of commercials. I would much rather have had them start the new TV season and put on some great dramas and things to watch.
Well, I was...
Ladies and gentlemen, Tomas,
my favorite tavern.
Jumping in here for you. He's our producer here of the show. Our executive producer is Courtney Cadera. Yes.
And I was a little bored, too.
You watched them?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, and they go on forever. And then, they have the thing that gets me is you watch, and then your local television affiliate afterwards comes on, and they usually have some guy that's really decked out in something that looks like I wouldn't wear in public, and he's going like, well, you have the wrong dress on. It shouldn't, it's January Jones had this green jumpsuit on, which I would have liked to jump around, and it looked very nice, I thought. Yeah, it should have been, black or something, and I don't understand where the starfish, he had like a little gold starfish on there came on. I mean, please. Heidi Klum was there, and they were Heidi Klum could wear nothing and probably win the best fashion dressed award. And she just had things, and it looks like they just hung things all over. And this guy, in the meantime, has got some kind of a zoot suit that he's wearing. He looks terrible. Sitting on a couch in the Channel 11 news studio, he's sitting there, and it's like, please. I don't get that one at all. Everything on cable wins. I'm a big cable fan. I love cable. This company, CRN, used to stand for Cable Radio Network. I love it. I love cable. But, can't the broadcast networks at least get a few winners? They have all the good shows. There are a lot of good cable shows, but, come on. Ice Road Truckers is going to, beat out 24.
Oh, brother.
But did you hear this? A big bulletin came in today that our very own Larry Elder, I hate to bring his name up again, but this man starred on 24. He got shot. But he doesn't remember what season he is on. Nor what episode. How the hell can you be on 24 and not know what season you are on?
I guess he wasn't paying attention.
I was on Boston Legal. I took pictures of it and stuck it out in the hallway there so people go, wow, Mike Horn looks like you starred with William Shatner. Yes, I was an extra, and I was smart enough to sit between James Spader and William Shatner so that I was in every scene. It was great. And I was up for some sort of an Emmy Award for Best Extra, and I didn't win that year. I don't know. I think I lost out to Billy Barty or something of that year. He was an extra somewhere. But, yeah. And I know that it was season 3, and it was the one where Denny Crane dropped his trousers down and had a bullseye on his underwear, right on his rear end. That's the episode. All of you go, oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, watch it again and look for me sitting there in the courtroom. One of the great acting performances of all time.
Experience a luxury boutique hotel escape in the heart of Laguna Beach, California. With the finest art gallery, shopping, dining, and nightlife just steps from your door. The heart of Laguna Beach, the edge of the sea. It's the Inn at Laguna Beach. Enjoy our comfortable rooms, blending the style of a timeless beach bungalow with the modern comforts of today. 70 newly appointed guest rooms and suites await you at the Inn at Laguna Beach. Then, relax at the rooftop bar, where you'll indulge in breathtaking views of the ocean. For dining, you'll find libations and local cuisine on the California coastline, including dining at the legendary Las Brisas, a Southern California landmark. The Inn at Laguna Beach, footsteps from room to village to sea, located in the heart of Laguna Beach. The Inn is within walking distance of all that Laguna Beach has to offer. No car required. The Inn at Laguna Beach, 211 North Coast Highway in Laguna Beach, California. Call 800-544-4479 or visit inatlagunabeach.com.
It's the PM Show, nationwide, coast to coast, CRN Digital Talk Radio. Hi, everybody. I'm Michael Horn. Don't forget, we're on live television when we do these shows. Larry Elder, the What's Cooking Show, this PM Show, Robert Conrad, Larry Manetti, Fred Dreyer, all of us dressed really nice. I'm in my fine Hawaiian shirt today because it's warm in Southern California. Are here on crntalk.com. And you can also get us on the Roku box, ROKU. Check those out. They sell them everywhere. By the way, they sell them at Costco. And I just received in the mail from Costco a card that said the cheap shirts you bought at Costco were not 100% silk, and you can either bring them back for a refund, but in the meantime, here's a card for you for $25 or $20, whatever the shirts were. I think it's the ones that you guys are wearing that look like Hawaiian shirts.
Oh,
I'm not going to tell anybody here. I can't really bring them back because I've already had a monogram with CRN, and they look very expensive. I just hope they hold up. They may say 100% silk on them. Maybe they don't. Don't know. You're wearing one of the old-style CRN shirts, which has held up over the years, Tomas.
Yes,
it's a nice shirt. Really nice.
Thank you.
I'm thinking of getting underwear with the CRN emblazoned on it, socks. Trousers with a CRN maybe on the back rear pants, right there on the left nate would look pretty good, I think.
Oh, the left side of the tuchus.
Yeah. Anyway, back to these Emmy Awards here. When a show wins a lot, I just refuse to watch it. Game of Thrones won like 12 Emmys this year. Now The Sopranos, that was big, and everybody talked about how great that was. Never watched an episode. Ever. Never. Really? Some of these HBO shows, I like the Showtime shows better than the HBO shows. The HBO shows are like, oh boy, like True Detective. I started watching it in the first year. My ex-wife told me to take a look at it, and if your ex-wife tells you to take a look at it, I'll check it out. It was a little dry. Woody Harrelson was in it, and Matthew McConaughey. I thought this is going to be pretty good. I'm not a big Woody Harrelson fan, Matthew McConaughey, and they're kind of sitting around going, I'm going to have to go ahead and arrest somebody, and it was just like I slept. And so this year, I kind of watched it and got into it and watched all the way through, but it was just bizarre. About the greatest thing on the show was they had lounge scenes where there was some woman in there playing a guitar, and they had a joke on that, which I thought that was the actual only funny moment on the show, is they were introducing the band. And who's the guy who did the other woman? Ray Parker. Ray Parker was in the band. They had playing pretty good stuff, and they had the lounge musician from True Detective there, and there's this woman sitting there, looked like she was like high on something, going like, That's about it. It was pretty good. Anyway, Game of Thrones won 12 Emmys. Have you watched it?
No.
Did you ever think of watching it?
No, I don't have HBO.
Well, I have it. I don't watch it. And it is the name of the show. Sometimes the name of movies and shows. Game of Thrones doesn't do anything for me. To me, we had a Mexican feast one night at my house, and we had refried beans, and there were about 10 of us there, and you talk about the restrooms in a Game of Thrones. That, to me, is a true game. Don't I get a rim shot on that? That's a Game of Thrones. You must have a rim shot in there. We don't have any space for my show now? Everything is used up on Larry Elder production?
Afraid so.
So what's going on with this place? This used to be one of the top-rated shows. Now it's like, if you're not associated with the Larry Elder Show, do not use this computer for anything. There's beautiful, expensive computers in here. I'm almost afraid to sit in this chair. Anyway, Mr. Elder has his own chair.
He does.
Yeah, it does. What's with the air conditioning? Did someone make it turn on and off now? Is that the deal?
I don't know.
You can hear it now.
A few minutes ago, I mean, it was so cold that you can almost freeze meat in it.
That's great. That's the way I like it. Kind of like David Letterman. Here's another deal on that thing. They have the best talk show. Freaking Jon Stewart. I mean, come on. David Letterman went off the air. He should have won the award. Mm-hmm. They did nothing for Jay Leno when his show was over. There's the greatest in our current lifetime talk show host. I mean, this guy was able to meld and mesh with everybody, didn't offend people. They don't care now. Now you got to be offensive. This is the worst crop of late-night television in the history of TV right now.
That's why I don't watch.
I thought I liked James Corden's show, and so I started to record it. I never, ever, ever watch it. His humor is not that funny anymore after the first week. He doesn't sit around a desk. He has like a lounge where guys are sitting there with all their fat. I don't want to see it. I didn't like Jay Leno when he had his primetime show and he wasn't sitting behind a desk. He was sitting in a chair. He looked uncomfortable. I don't want to see the soles of your size 11 shoes when you cross your legs. Sit behind a desk. It's just comfort to the eye. Now, it's different if you're like a Fox News infotainment babe. It's fine. Where when those glass desks are pretty good so you can see everything. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think Katie Couric started that when she was doing the CBS News. It didn't work. Outstanding comedy series, Veep. Never seen that. Outstanding lead actor in a drama series. This one I did see. And Mad Men should have won for the overall series. It's another cable show. Mad Men, John Hamm won for that award. But there were other actresses in there, and they didn't win. Viola Davis and How to Get Away with Murder. I mean, please, one of these dramatic speeches that she gave. And oh, my gosh, she's valid now that she's won an award. Come on, the show's not that good, Viola, please. You know? Once they killed him and you found out the kid did it or whatever, the show's over. How can you have a second season? How to Get Away with a Second Murder? Is that what it's going to be?
Probably.
Not my cup of tea. And then I didn't watch Game of Thrones, so I have no clue who Peter Dinklage is, the outstanding supporting actor in a series. Uzo Aduba, she was in Orange is the New Black. Now, she looked like she was happy about winning this and all that, but I've never seen that show either.
Neither have I.
Why do they have it on the air? You know, people are watching all these Netflix shows and stuff like that. Come on. Jeffrey Tambor is a good actor. He was the outstanding lead actor in a comedy series in another one I haven't seen called Transparent. Now, either I'm really drying up and falling apart here, because I watch a lot of television, but I'm watching the networks. Everything is set to record all the new shows so I can talk about it on the networks. They pay bucks for this. ABC, remember them? CBS, NBC, Fox. CW doesn't have a chance of getting an award ever.
No. With
all these cable networks. And they used to have a lot of good series there on the CW. I don't know now. But outstanding lead actress, I guess this Veep is the one with Julia Louis-Dreyfus in it. I guess that's a network show, isn't it, Veep? Or it was, and it's on cable now? I should watch it. It won again. Tony Hale got a supporting actor. Allison Janney got it in Mom. I mean, instead of telling you what I don't see, let's see if there's anything that I kind of like here. Oh, and this Frances McDormand, what rock did she crawl out of? She was in that movie Fargo, and my God, can't you do your hair before you come on the Emmy Award show? I mean, I don't want to be catty here, but if I was sitting in one of those zoot suits like they have, and you want to put somebody down, Frances McDormand, come on. Wear some deodorant and show up at this place. She looked like she was some kind of bum. She had her hair all in some kind of a bun in the back. Very little makeup. I'm sure she's a wonderful actress. Trust me, I know that. But if you're going to go on an award show, couldn't you at least dress up? Couldn't you put on like a dress that, you know, some kind of a brown, I'm telling you, it's just not good. Anyway, congratulations to her. She got the outstanding lead actress in a miniseries, and everybody was kissing her rear end, telling her how great it was to work with her. So There's one for you.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson. Attention men who've taken Androgel or any other testosterone therapy products. Androgel or other low-T products have been linked to heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, even death. Scientific studies indicate that the use of testosterone therapy products may double a man's risk of heart attack. If you or a loved one took Androgel or a testosterone therapy product and suffered from a heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, or any other cardiac event, you might be entitled to financial compensation. You have rights, and you need to let us fight for your rights. And you pay no fees unless we win. So call the tort attorneys right now. 800-557-7921. 800-557-7921. That's 800-557-7921. Cases may be referred to participating law firms in your jurisdiction.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. With one phone call, you'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. It's a free service, so call now.
Call now, 800-704-6182, 800-704-6182.
AJ here from the Tee It Up Radio Network. Each week we cover the world of golf for you. Celebrating 18 years, Tee It Up continues to bring you fresh inside-the-ropes reporting and one-on-ones with Hollywood's most passionate golfers. So stay in the know with the Tee It Up Show, Sunday morning 6 to 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, live right here on CRN, Digital Talk Radio.
Catch the gang from Tee It Up on CRN1 Sundays 6 to 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
PM show, nationwide, coast to coast, Monday edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Recapping news of the day, talking about the Emmy Awards last night on Fox. There's no broadcast television award shows on there. They should run it on a cable channel. Put it on Aura TV. That's where I would air it. And people love award shows. The lovely Cynthia was over. She's lovely. She's wonderful. She's over and she goes, I can't. Oh, I think the Emmys are on tonight. Let's watch them. So I put it on in about 5 minutes. That's why she loves the award shows. They're so boring you can fall asleep on the couch. That's the only thing award shows are good for. Doze off on the couch. And I'm telling you, unless you happen to wake up and you happen to see Frances McDormand speaking and you go, you go screaming out of the room, wondering what mass killer is in there to take a look at you. Literally, I'm not kidding everybody. She had her hair pulled back in a bun. Come on. Everybody gets dressed up for these shows. They're talking about the fashion stuff, and Frances McDormand shows up in some kind of muumuu. Yes, I said muumuu, those things in the 50s that ladies used to wear. They're nice, they're comfortable. I guess that show that Frances put together, Olive Kitteridge, was good. It's so many awards. Richard Jenkins won for Outstanding Lead Actor. Frances got Outstanding Lead Actress. Here's the deal. This is how bad the award show was last night. The Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Miniseries or Movie, Bill Murray, for Olive Kitteridge, didn't show up. He was the only smart actor there. Didn't show up to claim his award. American Crime won some awards. I told you the talk show was The Daily Show, and sketch series is Inside Amy Schumer. Here's one. Outstanding Reality Competition Program. Did you see the awards last night, Tomas? Take a guess. What was the Outstanding Reality Competition Program? What do you think? And there's lots of good choices. You know, there's like Survivor and all that stuff. American Idol. What do you think won? Outstanding Reality Competition Program. Come on, don't think
Big Brother.
Really?
Really?
Does anybody still watch that show?
I don't know. I don't.
It's The Voice. Come on.
Really?
Of course. They've got the best judges. There's some pizzazz to that show. It's like, it's like Orange is the New Black. The Voice is the new reality show.
Okay.
Best directing, Game of Thrones. Best writing, Game of Thrones. Comedy directing, Transparent. Comedy writing, Veep. Directing, Olive for miniseries, Kittredge. Kittredge for writing. The variety directing, Daily Show. Variety writing. Do we care about writing or directing? I know those of you that do it do care about it, but, I mean, come on.
I don't.
I can't believe it. I did other stuff. I started reading the newspaper, getting caught up on current affairs. I went through Larry Elder's emails. Larry and I like to email a lot. There were tons there on my deal. It was very good, too. Larry and I update you each time there's an email, we update it.
Very good.
I tell you, one touching part on the Emmys last night, and I watched this, and it always makes me sad, is the passings of stars, those that have passed away. And all of a sudden, it just dawned on me, wait a second. You know, they're going to show Leonard Nimoy. He was the last one, and they had him on ice saying, live long and prosper. Mr. Spock, loved Leonard Nimoy. Joan Rivers was also like second to last there. It was a tough loss. A lot of TV people passed away. They had the memoriam segment, and they say there were some that were omitted. And you think about what I was going on saying, I wonder if they forget anybody. Yvonne Craig, who played Batgirl in the Batman TV show, passed away. Roddy Piper was not shown. He should have been up there. Come on. Suzanne Crowe, who played Tracy Partridge on the Partridge Family, passed away. Sawyer Sweeten, who played Jeffrey Barone and Everybody Loves Raven. He took his own life last April. So other stars left out at Saturday Night Live, George alumnus George Coe, Daniel Von Bargen from Seinfeld, Christopher Lee. Anyway, and so they had these people on there, and anyway, they had Tracy on who was in the accident, you know.
Yes.
And he was came on there, and they said a year ago that Jimmy Kimmel said you're going to come back here, and he showed up, and that was a good moment. He was there talking, everything was great. Good actor. But here's the deal: the Emmys hit an all-time ratings low. So I'm not the only guy thinking this way. You know, it's I mean, there were a couple of funny moments. Andy Samberg, as I mentioned, was the host. I don't think he did a great job. Some of his stuff was a little trite. He had like actors going out on the red carpet after it's all over with metal detectors trying to find money, and they were looking for cans of beans. It wasn't that funny, Tomas.
It's more funny.
They were fighting over beans. Yeah. I mean, as a joke, it's kind of funny as a one-line. You saw it. Yeah. Viola Davis, the first African-American woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress. Oh, my gosh. Stop the presses. I'm surprised the whole world wasn't tuned in. Do you care about that stuff? You're a man of color, Tomas. Does it matter to you?
Not really. Not anymore.
I mean, there's so many great actors and actresses, black, white, in between. It's just everybody's good.
Yep.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Good afternoon, Mr. Phelps. Southern California is inundated with restaurants vying to vanquish Columbo's, and none have succeeded. Your mission, Jim, is to further enlighten the populace regarding Columbo's and their absolutely delicious steaks. Seafood so fresh it'll make you blush. Family Italian specialties that put the competition to shame. Jazz every night along with their world-renowned meatballs. The code words for this assignment, Mission Impossible. As always, should you or any other force be caught, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions, but looks forward to seeing you at that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's. This disc will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Jim, and manja.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a non-profit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. That number again is 800-515-6309.
And now, a touching moment. Well, staying in touch with Geico.
It was a warm summer day. I was just sitting on a porch watching a babbling brook roll by. Then, out of the blue, I got an update from my Geico app saying my claim had been processed. I felt so connected to nature, to Geico. I stayed there the whole afternoon until that guy told me to stop trespassing on his porch. Sheesh, what was his problem?
Claim status updates, just a few taps away on the Geico app.
Hi, this is Fred Dreyer. Join me and Michael Horn on the PM Show Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, here on CRN Digital Talk. We talk about things in the sports world nobody else does. So listen in to me and Mike at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on CRN Digital Talk. And go to crntalk.com for more information on other show times. And don't forget to take us with you by downloading the CRN app on the App Store.
Welcome back here to the PM Show, Monday edition on CRN. I'm Michael Horn. Tomas pressing the buttons in there. Courtney Kadar, executive producer. Live coast to coast on CRN. Also on the Roku box and at crntalk.com. You can check out the video. Peer into the studio. You can look at my brand new wonderful Hawaiian shirt. That's not new. I've had it for a while. So listen to this. The Emmy Awards, they were on over the weekend. Had some funny moments. I mentioned Viola Davis, first African-American woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. But none of this was enough to get some decent ratings. They only managed an 11.9 million total viewers on Sunday. That was 20% down from last year's show, which was tanked last year. So early numbers are low. They didn't know how low it was. The worst-rated Emmys of all time is what happened over the weekend. The worst-rated Emmys of all time. They don't have any great shows that they're awarding. Last year's ceremony was on NBC rather than on Fox. Did better because it aired in August. It was on a Monday, not a September, on a Sunday. Come on, the new season starting. Sunday Night Football. Seattle was playing, huh? Green Bay, come on, NBC Sunday Night Football nearly doubled the amount of viewers of this lowest rated of all time Emmy Awards. So doesn't surprise me. It was a terrible show. All right, what else do we have here? We have Jackie Collins. She was a best-selling author. Dozens of novels, including Hollywood Wives. She dramatized the lifestyles of the rich and treacherous. She passed away over the weekend, unfortunately dying of breast cancer in Los Angeles. Her publicist told AP she was 77. Unlike her older sister Joan Collins, the Dynasty actress who was a direct part of the 1980s Hollywood style, Jackie Collins chose to document lives in her books, Page Turners. Dynasty producer Aaron Spelling would also produce a hit TV miniseries on Hollywood Wives, which featured Candace Bergen, Angie Dickinson, Suzanne Summers, among others, and it led to follow-ups like Hollywood Husbands, Hollywood Kids, Hollywood Wives, New Generations. All this, Collins told People magazine, which first reported on her death in the final interview on September 14th, that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer over 6 years ago, had chosen to keep the news among family, confiding mainly in her 3 daughters, Tracy, Tiffany, and Rory. So that's sad news for the family. She will be missed, Jackie Collins. Joan Collins, Jackie Collins. Good, strong family, Hollywood family. Have you ever watched Hollywood Wives, Tomas?
No, I have not.
Every time I ask you a question on the show today, you haven't watched any of this. You're like me. You watched Dynasty, though, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
You got a favorite TV show of all time? What would it be?
Gunsmoke.
Really?
Yeah.
Gunsmoke would be probably in my top 10. I Love Lucy would be in there.
Definitely.
Probably Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke Show might be in there.
Mm-hmm.
But Star Trek, come on, got to be Star Trek.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West has got to be right up there in the top 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on. 24.
I didn't watch too much of 24. I was
pretty good. Larry Elder got shot in it. We've got to find what season he was on. See if we can research that.
Okay.
And we got to pull the clip that's got the sound of the bullet that actually shoots Larry Elder, so we can play it as his memorable moment. Do you think they have him listed there as to when he was on?
I'll see.
Yeah. And also, he was on the Fred Dryer show. He's going to be on this Wednesday. When he and Fred were talking, he knows that Danny Kaye song.
Yeah, he does.
The baseball song.
Yeah.
I know it just like it was yesterday. But people like, I don't know, you probably never heard it. My daughter would be amazed by it. I got to pull it out. Stuff that just like is an everyday song, you remember?
So I say D, I say D-O, D-O-D, D-O-D-G, D-O-D-G-E-R-S, team, O. I say O-M, O-M-A, O-M-A-L, O-M-A-L-L-E-Y. Oh, really? No O'Malley. Sandy Koufax, all my drives there, Maury Wills, I love you so. And we defy the J-I-N, J-I-N-T, J-I-N-T-S, Giants. Orlando Cepeda is at bat with the bases jammed. Orlando Cepeda with a wham, bam, he hit a grand slam in the very first inning, but it's only the beginning. In the third, like a bird, we get 2 on and away, then fairly hits into a double play. Here comes Big Frank Howard, yes sirree. Boy, what a swing! Strike 3. O-dem-B, O-dem-B-U, B-U-M, B-U-M-S. Them bums, them dry bums. Oh, they may be bums, but they're my bums. Top of the 5th, say hey Willie Mays hits a 3-bagger down the right field line. But he's out trying to stretch it to a homer as Roseboro tags him on the bottom of the spine. With the crack you can hear all the way back up to San Francisco. Open your hospitals. Inning 6, Maury Wills draws a walk in the coach's box. Leo DeRocher starts to wiggle and to twitch. A signal? No, an itch. Go, Maury, go, Maury, go. Maury goes to catch a throws right from the solar plexus. At the bag, he beats the tag that mighty little weight, and umpire Conlon cries, "You're out!" Out? Down in the dugout, Alston glowers. Up in the booth, Vin Scully frowns. Out in the stand, Malley grins. Attendance 50,000. And what does O'Malley do? Bottom of the ninth. 4-0. Last chance. Push the button. Oh, we're pleading, begging on our knees. Come on, you Flatbush refugees. Maury wills it back. Hit it for me once. Stu Miller throws. Maury bunts. Cepeda runs to field the ball, and Hiller covers first. Haller runs to back up Hiller. Hiller crashes into Miller. Miller falls, drops the ball. Conlon calls safe. Yay, Maury! Gilliam up. Miller grunts. Miller throws. Gilliam bunts. Cepeda runs to field the ball, and Hiller covers first. Haller runs to back up Hiller. Hiller crashes into Miller. Miller falls, drops the ball. Conlon calls safe. Yay, Conlon! Willie Davis gets a hit, and Tommy does the same. Here comes Mr. Howard with the chance to win the game. Hit it once. Big Frank bunts. Cepeda runs to field the ball. So does Hiller. So does Miller. Miller hollers Hiller. Hiller hollers Miller. Haller hollers Hiller. Points to Miller with his fist. And that's the Miller, Hiller, Haller, hallelujah twist. The Davis score is 4-4. Hollister running the bases. From second to third, it's almost absurd. Amazement on everyone's faces. He's heading for home. He hasn't a chance. The poor nut is going to be dead. But the ball hits him right in the seat of his pants. And he scores. That's using your head.
I love that. That is the Danny Kaye doing that great song there, the Dodger-Giant rivalry. We're going to take a break, come back with more right here on the PM show.
I like my breakfast like I like my rock. Soft. So I eat Belvita Soft Baked Breakfast Biscuits, a tasty breakfast option for nutritious morning energy. It's just what I want before writing a flute solo that will softly rock every dentist's office around. Try Belvita Soft Baked in oats and chocolate, cinnamon, mixed berry, and banana bread. Belvita, morn and win.
This week on Geico's Stuff Found in Your Car, we look inside your rear door pocket.
Oh, hey. Yeah, me, the almond. Possibly one of the healthiest snacks, just rolling around in the crumbs of inferior foods. You were too busy to save me, but are you too busy to switch your car insurance to Geico where you could save hundreds of dollars in just 15 minutes? Probably not. Saving money with Geico is awesome. Almonds, on the other hand, are just a superfood. No big deal.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com today.
Experience a luxury boutique hotel escape in the heart of Laguna Beach, California. With the finest art gallery, shopping, dining, and nightlife just steps from your door. The heart of Laguna Beach, the edge of the sea. It's the Inn at Laguna Beach. Enjoy our comfortable rooms, blending the style of a timeless beach bungalow with the modern comforts of today. 70 newly appointed guest rooms and suites await you at the Inn at Laguna Beach. Then, relax at the rooftop bar, where you'll indulge in breathtaking views of the ocean. For dining, you'll find libations and local cuisine on the California coastline, including dining at the legendary Las Brisas, a Southern California landmark. The Inn at Laguna Beach, footsteps from room to village to sea, located in the heart of Laguna Beach. The Inn is within walking distance of all that Laguna Beach has to offer. No car required. The Inn at Laguna Beach, 211 North Coast Highway in Laguna Beach, California. Call 800-544-4479 or visit inn@lagunabeach.com.
PM show, nationwide, coast to coast, CRN Digital Talk Radio. That was Danny Kaye one of the great performers of all time, who big-time Dodger fan, used to be in the stands in the 50s and 60s. The big Dodger-Giant rivalries when they both came out to the West Coast. Good stuff. Anyway, here's some news. I was tweeting about this earlier. This is, you like the Expendables? Expendables 4, the casting news. Arnold Schwarzenegger meets with the producers. Sylvester Stallone is in this thing too. Apparently, there's no confirmation from Sylvester Stallone about production on the Expendables 4, but that's not stopping rumors. The latest Expendables 4 rumors say that Sylvester Stallone is finally writing the script. There's a recent report that said Arnold Schwarzenegger, who'll be taking on, by the way, Donald Trump's old job on Celebrity Apprentice, did a Hollywood lunch with the franchise producer of the Expendables, Robert Earl, and Arnold, the Expendables producers, dined at a restaurant in Los Angeles, according to the Daily Mail, and were they discussing the merits of Hulk Hogan, maybe Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as villains in the franchise. Dwayne Johnson recently reported said that if he picked up for Expendables 4, he wants to be the villain. So there was some talk that they were going to dump Sylvester Stallone because he was taking some kind of muscle enhancement. But he showed everybody what it was and said this is over the counter. It's been approved by doctors and it's not steroids. So we'll see what's The Rock said, I don't want to be on their team and be buddies with them. Bleep that noise, he says. I want to hunt every single one of them down and tell them to send your soul to heaven because your rear is mine. So we don't know if the Expendables is moving forward or not. They don't know if it's guaranteed. Sylvester Stallone's aging action hero franchise hasn't been making as much money as it did before. Expendables 3 only made $39.3 million. I should have gone to the movies and seen it a couple of times. I like the Expendables. You know? Jean-Claude Van Damme was in Expendables 2. Mel Gibson was in Expendables 3 as a bad boy. You know, rumors centering on Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. We'll see what's going on. There was rumor that Hogan was going to be in a role in Expendables 4. And Hogan, you know, had fun with Sylvester Stallone in Rocky 3. So we'll see what happens over there. That's the latest news that's going down. The View, still fallout on this last Friday. More advertisers announced their decision to pull out of the show. Snuggle, McCormick, Party City all pulled out. They've joined Johnson & Johnson and Eggland's Best. They said, please join us in thanking and celebrating nurses for the critical role they play in our healthcare system. That's what Snuggle said. Anyway, apparently, Joy Behar, she's 72 now. She and her fellow co-hosts were making comments about Miss Colorado Kelly Johnson's monologue at the pageant, the beauty pageant, and she was doing a monologue, Miss Colorado Kelly Johnson, about nursing for the talent portion of the competition, and they said, "Why does she have a doctor's stethoscope on?" And then the Nurses Unite quickly circulated to that hashtag, and a lot of the nurses organization, the American Nursing Organization, came in. They said, we're frontline caregivers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with individuals from birth throughout their lifespan at the end of life. And their president said that in the statement. And so Joy Behar then and all the other people got together. Instead of mocking Miss America contest Kelly Johnson for wearing that doctor's stethoscope, they now were inviting nursing professionals on. So we'll see what happens, whether those people are out for good as far as advertising or not. Also on The View, co-host Paula Ferris scored the first interview with Kim Davis. That's the Kentucky County Clerk who sparked nationwide outrage ever since she refused to do her job and issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. So she's going to be speaking out on that controversy, and we'll see what happens with Paula Ferris. That's going to be, ABC isn't the only outlet that David's going to be going on, because the coming Wednesday, she's going to speak with Fox News' Megyn Kelly. He's going to have her on her show as well in a cable news exclusive that'll be airing during the Kelly Files that night. So we'll see what was happening there. This is going to be, I guess, all happening on Wednesday. She's also going to be on a segment of World News Tonight on Tuesday morning on Good Morning America. So we'll see what's happening on this thing here. People all making, comments about this. We'll see. Also, when we come back, Matthew McConaughey's older brother, Rooster, is in the news.
Really?
I didn't know he had an older brother, let alone one named Rooster. But he's certainly allowed to get up to with in the morning. Always crowing about something, ain't he? Oh, Rooster. let me just say, I won't go with any of the cock jokes there, what can I say, but he's definitely proud of himself as he struts around the barnyard. That's all we got to say. All right, we got Matthew McConaughey's older brother, Rooster. He's apparently won something from Miller Lite. Going around half-cocked about this one, I'll tell you. We'll continue straight ahead on CRN.
Do you have really pure water? Maybe not if you're drinking bottled water. Bottled water has some dirty little secrets. Plastic bottles come from oil products. The 5-gallon polycarbonate jugs contain bisphenol A, a synthetic estrogen that has raised health concerns. Bottled water dispensers quickly develop algae and bacteria and should be sanitized regularly. Have you ever cleaned your water dispenser? Are you drinking water containing algae and bacteria and synthetic estrogen? Now the good news. Pure Water Science can replace that dirty, outdated bottled water cooler with a high-tech water purification system. The Pure Water Science system features a stainless steel tank that constantly monitors water quality to guarantee your water is pure. It alerts you when service or filter changes are needed. Multi-stage purification removes organic and inorganic contaminants, and the patented self-sanitizing feature eliminates algae and bacteria while adding oxygen to your water. It costs less than bottled water without the bottled water hassle. No more bottles to lift. Just sanitize delicious water, hot or cold, from Pure Water Science. Call 818-502-4191. 818-502-4191.
Hi, folks. This is Larry Minetti, and many of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanacin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpanacin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
Let me take just a moment or two, if I may, and talk about a great place to eat. That's right, for you folks anywhere in the eastern San Fernando Valley, drop into Bob's Big Boys. That's right, in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. Now, everybody remembers the name Bob's. They're getting bigger and bigger every day, and little old Bob carrying the hamburger in his checkered overalls is the same Bob that you remember from back through the years. And, of course, if you want to go in for a great lunch, remember their classic burger, the original double-deck hamburger combination. Delicious 100% pure ground beef in 2 patties with American cheese, lettuce, and our famous Big Boy special sauce. The name is Bob, and I think when you go in, you'll say, by golly, I'm sure glad that I found this restaurant because it's good for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They've got all kinds of things, and all you have to do is remember. Bob's Big Boy in Sun Valley at 8274 Sunland Boulevard. It's a great place to eat.
PM show from CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. So Matthew McConaughey's got an older brother, Rooster, and he is less filling than you think. He just got a year's supply of Miller Lite for naming his son after, he scored a year's supply of Miller Lite for naming his son after the brew. May not last very long, though. Rooster is what you call a Miller Lite superfan. They say he's always got a can in his hand, even on his new reality series, West Texas Investors Club. So it's not outlandish if he named his son Miller Lite, L-Y-T-E. And the folks at Miller Lite caught wind of Rooster's brand loyalty, and they're sending him 24 cases, what they consider a year's supply. If he's always got a can in his hand, that ain't a year's supply. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
Here's the thing. Each case of Miller Lite has 24 cans in it. So if you do the math, that's 576 beers or 1.5 beers a day. Something tells me that's not enough for Rooster.
Nope.
Rooster McConaughey. So we'll see what's going on there. So Bill Murray wasn't at the Academy Awards, right? And or the Emmy Awards, and he won, got an Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in the Limited Series or Movie for his role in Olive Kitteridge. He didn't collect the trophy, but he was absent, noticeably so, but he was at another celebration. He was at his son's wedding, so we'll allow him to do that. That was in Philadelphia. So if an Emmy win and a wedding weren't enough to celebrate, he turns 65 years of age today as his birthday. Happy birthday to Bill Murray. They're saying an exclusive here. The cultural phenomenon Breaking Bad ended 2 years ago, but thanks to its sister series Better Call Saul, this drug-related universe they have has stayed safely in your hearts. And now they say Bob Odenkirk and company have finished out the first season of their hit AMC drama. And what do people associated with the show have in mind for future crossovers? You can go look at PerezHilton.com and find out. They chatted with writer-producer Peter Gould as well as one of the actors, Michael Mando, at the Emmys on the red carpet Sunday. And celebs were eager to guest on the series. They say their answers were they'd like to see Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul together, headed to Better Call Saul. But they don't know about that. We'll see what happens on that show. You watch that one?
No, I don't.
A lot of people here watch Breaking Bad. I don't know about Better Call Saul. Caitlyn Jenner in the news again. She's continuing with her TV takeover. Rumor now has it that she's going to have a docuseries called I Am Kate. C-A-I-T. It's going to be on E! It's been, that's what's his face puts those on there. Ryan Seacrest produces stuff there. It's got to be one of his shows. So it's been renewed for a second season. It's going to premiere in March of next year. In the series, the former Olympian gives an inside look at her transition and some of the many struggles that transgender community people face. So they get to see the emotional interactions with family members, including Kim Kardashian, West, Kylie Jenner, Kris Jenner. The first season slumped in ratings. It's not really what I would call a tune-in extravaganza for me. I say whatever you want to do it, but I don't necessarily want to see the inner workings of that. And when compared to Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that show really gets all the ratings. So we'll find out. Anyway, that's the latest there for you. U2 has canceled the concert because they were in Sweden, and security said somebody with them, they thought, lost track of a guy that could have been, kind of suspicious, so they canceled it. They're going to redo it on Tuesday. And Stephen Baldwin can't catch a break. He's fallen behind on his taxes again, this time to the tune of more than $90,000. He does owe $30,000 to the state of New York, another $60,000 to Uncle Sam, so he hopes he gets that taken care of. That's our show. Pay your taxes. Only one thing sure, death and taxes. And Rooster McConaughey with a beer in his hand. That's three things that's sure. Thank you so much, Tomas, for pressing the buttons, for finding that Danny Kaye song as well. Thanks to our executive producer, Courtney Cadera. Thank you so much for listening. Check it out here. You can always email us, info@crntalk.com, info@crntalk.com. We'll be back with you on Wednesday with Fred Dreyer. Larry Minetti in this chair tomorrow. Have a great day, and don't forget, keep it right here on CRN for all the great programming, including the great Barry Farber Show, the dean of talk radio hosts, coming your way next here on most of these cable systems. Have a good night.
Because that was your theme.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio show sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio, 6 channels of high